My goodness. Good morning from Athens. Today we woke up at 4 AM because our body clocks still have not adjusted, but it's finally time for breakfast and coffee.
Okay, so the plan for today is to go visit some of the archaeological sites. First one we're heading to is the Acropolis, mainly featuring the Parthenon. Okay, so we've made it in. Apologise if the sound quality isn't as good. We had to take the microphone off. We're not allowed to have that in here. We have only just made it to the amphitheatre, the Odius of Herodotus Atticus, I hope. And we've been here for 15 minutes. We couldn't even move on. Like, it's the first thing we saw and we just can't get enough of it. It's so amazing.
We made it to the Parthenon. I can't believe how grand it is. There is a little bit of construction going on at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame, but totally understand because it's for the restorations of the Parthenon, so that more people can come and keep seeing it and see it in all its glory, but it's huge.
First Greek University.
Okay, we found the other side of the university.
The actual entrance
This
makes a bit more sense.
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, very nice.
We have to get one of those.
We found a candy shop,
It's going to be a good day.
obviously.
So we just finished up having lunch. It was absolutely delicious. We had pizza and it was just so creamy and full, and if you were going to have pizza in Athens you have to go to this place. It's called Lady and Tramp. And then we went back to the apartment to drop off some of our stuff. We both really wanted a nap, but we pulled ourselves back out and grabbed some coffee for the way to keep us peppy, and now we're walking to, where are we going?
Acropolis Museum.
Acropolis Museum. See you there.
Okay, good morning. It is day 2 of archaeological sites. We finished up in the museum yesterday. It was pretty cool, couldn't film in there.
Yesterday, the museum, as a quick summary, was a lot of stone carvings and statues and a lot of information about like where they were from, what period of time they were from, so it was really interesting, and it was only €5 per person, so it is a good place to go see, but we just couldn't show you guys, so if you're here you're going to have to go and see it for yourself. But yes, we're now at the ancient Agora and we're going to go explore and learn some new facts and hopefully share some of those with you. We have a little friend. They met us at the gate and they've been following us around. Hello.
Oh, big jump.
The ancient Agora was the focal point of public life, so everyone came here for different events or political gatherings, things like that. And I'll quickly read you a list. So there was commercial transactions, political gatherings, theatrical performances, religious processions, military exercises, and athletic competitions. Social gatherings and philosophy lessons took place. So that's a lot of stuff all in this one area. So it was like everyone just came here basically for all the stuff that was important and anywhere that they all needed to come together to do those things. But pretty cool.
So behind us is a store. Back in ancient Athens, it was used as a market, so there was something like 20 roughly markets downstairs, and then upstairs were all the offices. It's been reconstructed though, I think in the 1950s, and so currently the bottom level is used as a museum.
They even had a pretty impressive drainage system behind me. They built this to drain all the water that would come down from the hills so that their meeting place and all their shops and everything didn't get flooded. And apparently it still works today.
So this is the temple of Hephaestus, the blacksmith god. It's like one of the best preserved temples that is in all of Athens. And what really fascinates me about this temple and a lot of these temples is that all the pillars aren't actually bolted together in any way. They're just like stones stacked on each other and just don't move because of the weight, which is really cool. That was the ancient Agora. That was actually such an incredible place. There was so much information and history. A lot of the information we got from an audio tour guide, Rick Steves. He does audio tours of a lot of historical places, and this was one of them. It was really, really informative and fun to listen to as well.
Yeah, definitely recommend him, and it was all free, so you download the app for free and you can listen to the audio guide for free as well, so that was great. And basically they take you around all of the ruins and tell you where to go and then explain some facts about it. So any information we gave you was from there or from the signs that were at each station as well. The other thing I was going to say is the cool part about it was just picturing the people that lived there and how their life was so different to ours, because that was the main square of Athens back in the day. None of this existed back then, so that's pretty cool to think about.
Very cool. And now we are at the Roman Agora, which is pretty close to the ancient Agora. Apparently it was built around 19 to 11 BC when the ancient Agora was getting a bit too busy, a bit too many big buildings there, wasn't enough space. They built this section.
I also wanted to just explain how we paid for all of the different sites that we're going to see. So at the Acropolis at the bottom, before you walk up, there's a ticket place, and we booked an all-inclusive ticket, which meant we had access to the Acropolis where we were yesterday, the ancient Agora where we were this morning, and now the Roman Agora. But it also includes 4 more that we haven't visited yet. So we do recommend that because it's an all-inclusive pass. It was only 30 euros each, which is pretty good for all the Roman sites. But we did want to say, if you weren't booking an all-inclusive pass, it's probably, in our opinion, not worth paying for this one individually, as you can pretty much see all of it from the outside. So if you walked around this place like a bit of a square, you'd be able to see everything that we've seen from the inside, because there's also not that much information on signs and stuff in here. There's 1 or 2 signs in this place compared to the ancient Agora, which we would definitely recommend. Well worth the look and well worth the money. I call them circle breads, but I don't know what they're actually called, so I'll put it on the screen. Very crunchy.
It just tastes like bread.
It tastes like rye bread with sesame seeds. The sesame seeds are strong, but it's not bad. I'm more excited for the one that you've got though.
Okay, mine's a better one. We'll see how this one tastes. A little bit softer, and you can taste the cheese, which is nice. Okay, so now we're at what remains of the temple of Olympian Zeus. The pillars here are gigantic, but there's not a lot of them left. But I can imagine when this temple was fully constructed, it was huge. Like, compared to even the Parthenon, these pillars are enormous. Even though there's only a few left, they still look amazing. We made it to the Panathenaic Stadium. So this is the stadium that was used in the first ever modern day Olympics in 1896. It's not on the ticket that we purchased. It's a separate ticket for 10 euros, but was well worth it. You get to only walk around the whole stadium and on the track, and there's a little museum underneath the stadium as well. So we're gonna go check that out now.
Oh my goodness. Best part is, off season, we pretty much have the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, just casually walking on the first Olympic track.
It's pretty surreal, hey?
It's awesome.
Can you imagine? They're like coming down here, they're ready to go, they're like, I'm gonna win, and then they're like, poof, and then they come out into the stadium. Good. These only cost us €7 altogether. How good? I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, there we go. So the ancient Agora. Hang on.
Ooh, that's not how it's. That's not it.
Temple of Zeus. There's 7. Hang on. What else? Try again.